Hey folks, this is the legislative kind of recap for the week, but first, happy birthday, happy 249 years of the U.S. Army. So if you've served, it's great to just, recognize your branch of the service. 249 years is a long time. And also, it's Flag Day today, so let's celebrate the standard of freedom worldwide. With that, these are the kind of things that happened this week. We'll start out with the contempt of Merrick Garland. So I voted to hold him in contempt because Congress has a job to oversee the other branches. Now, in this case, we have a criminal trial and they provided their version of the evidence. Well, that's not how things work. We just want the evidence. And so you can't say, well, look, we took notes and this is what happened on the film, or this is what happened on the event, or this is what happened in the interview. When we have the interview itself, which is a tape recording of President Biden and the documents case where he unlawfully kept classified documents, where they provided the motive, he was writing a book, so on and so forth. They want to just give us the transcript, and we're saying we are supposed to have the best evidence available, not just your version of the evidence, but the best evidence available. Merrick Garland has said he's not going to give it to us, even though they already gave us the transcript. And so it's hard to claim that, somehow it's classified, because we already have the transcript, but yet they classified it and said it was executive privilege. It is not executive privilege. It's a criminal trial. And when you're not going to comply with Congress, you must be held in contempt. So I voted yes for that. What else we have?
This week, there was an oversight committee hearing where you questioned DoD officials on the V-22 Osprey. Can you tell us about that?
Yep. So the V-22 Osprey is the Marine Corps' version of a medium lift helicopter kind of airplane thing. If you've ever seen one, it rises up like a helicopter, and then the things called nacelles rotate and it flies like an airplane. There have been an inordinate amount of safety issues and accidents resulting in the untimely deaths of American service members. And so we had a hearing of oversight to find out what's going on. Unfortunately, we really didn't get a lot of answers about what's happening there. They're called Class A mishaps, where there's an accident, loss of life, so much material damage, and we can't get that information. And so we're seeking answers. And if you watch the testimony, believe it or not, there are actually suitable replacements. It might not be quite as fast as the current Osprey, but not as deadly either. And so it's unacceptable. It's unacceptable that our service members die in combat, but it's certainly completely unacceptable that they die not in combat due to either material failure or lack of training or something like that. So that's what we're trying to get to. We didn't really get the answers, so we'll probably have to revisit that.
You also voted on the National Defense Authorization Act. Can you tell us?
So the National Defense Authorization Act. So we authorize things in Congress and then we pay for them. So this is the authorization for all the branches of the military, the uniformed services, the Army, the Navy, the Marines, Coast Guard, etc. Well, actually not the Coast Guard, but that's transportation, but Space Force, Air Force. And so this delineates what we're going to buy, how many ships we're going to buy, what we're going to spend money on in military services, and what we're not. I voted in favor of it. The bill's not perfect, but it went a long way to address some of the striking issues that we have. And one of the constitutional requirements we have, the one constitutional requirement we have as a federal legislature, is to provide for the common defense. So again, not perfect, but with amendments, it went pretty far towards what I would like to see, and so I voted in favor of it. Now it's going to go to the Senate. We'll see what they do with it, so more to follow, but the House version is pretty solid, so I voted yes.
That's it for the week.
Oh, that's it for the week, so I hope you have a safe week. Happy Father's Day to everyone out there, and God bless you. I'll see you next week.